Hey, welcome to the replay. So, I'm going to try really hard not to cough. It's like driving me crazy. So tonight I'm going to be working with the January Club Couture transfer. So I do want to just show you just like a little sneak peek at something else I'm going to be doing in the next couple of days. I know I've done a couple of different things where I just used chalk paste on fabric and created some leaves and some little flowers. So we'll be doing a little project with that coming up, which is why I have all that mess over there. So there's some really great transfers on the website right now that are going to be going away soon. So if there's something that you really like, don't wait to get it. I've done that a bunch of times and then been sorry. Okay, so this is the January Club Couture transfer. So it's really cute. I like that, the way they did it. You'll see how I kind of change it up. You can put it on and do it just like this. You could just use just the word love. You could use the arrows. I mean, there's a lot of different things you could do. Let me see if I could put something underneath this so it's not like gonna drive me nuts, like tapping back and forth. But like, here we go. Well, no, it's still gonna do it. I guess I didn't get the whole staple out in the back. So this is the chalkboard that is actually the metal chalkboard. So you could use magnets on this. This is the 8-inch chalkboard. And let me just get my water. Even though I've been like getting organized to do this live, I feel like I'm not organized. So the first thing I'm going to show you is I have this is for at the end of the project. I can do this so that way they dry all the way. So these are just some beads that they're like wooden beads that I painted that we're going to use. And it just so happens I do have these colors that are pretty close to the paste colors that I'm using. So, and I'll just kind of show you how I paint them. And again, I feel like I'm heavy breathing because I'm trying not to cough. I take a barbecue skewer. Of course, I could only find one. I know I have a package of them somewhere, but I tried the toothpick. That didn't really work. But I use that to hold it. And you could put them put a whole bunch on and then just paint them like that. And just go along like that. Then they're not rolling all over, moving all over. I did try. I saw someone put them in a plastic bag with the paint and kind of squish them around. Honestly, I did that this morning before I went to work, and it just kind of freaking made a mess, and it was a waste of time. I don't know, if it was just different paint or what the deal was with that, but it didn't work for me. So I don't know where my fuzzing cloth is. See? Not ready. Let me see. Oh, it's right here. Hopefully I don't cause an avalanche. Because, just off camera, it's a hot mess. Okay, so this is the first time using the transfer, so I'm going to fuzz it. And so I'm just sliding it off the backer sheet. And just keep in mind, this side of the sheet is the shiny side is where you want to stick it back onto. You can write on the back whatever the name of the transfer is, or just write back. Whatever works for you. So if we were making a shirt with this or putting it on fabric, we wouldn't worry about this too much. But we don't want it to stick super tight to our surface. And hopefully I just took the design off of this, so looks like I missed one little spot, but that's all right. So I'm just gonna slide it over. Oh, actually, I'm gonna, let me just, here you get a little sneak peek. I didn't measure. Okay, I do want to bring it down all the way. So we'll just kind of slide it all the way down to the bottom. And I'm just looking at my sides to make sure I'm even. This one's pretty easy to have even. And then we want to make sure there's no air bubbles or little extra bits from our fuzz, dog hair, anything else. There's like one little, it's like the tiniest piece of fuzz will feel like it's so much. And then just kind of smooth it out. You don't want to like press it down super hard, especially on a surface like this. And really just focus on where your design is. Don't worry about everywhere else. And now let's see, we will use, let's see, I don't know. I think we'll use pink and because I have these other pieces that we're going to put across here. Actually, I think we're going to do mostly white. Maybe we'll just do some of the accents in the pink. Okay. Now I threw myself by moving all those squeegees. So let's see what we'll start with. So my paste should be good, except that I used green and I got a little green in here. So I'm just going to mix it right in there from my last project. I will say I'm not like so careful about that because it doesn't really bother me if I kind of get a little bit of the colors mixed together. All right. So I want these actually look a little bit dry. So these are actually old paste. Oh, now I feel like I'm yelling. These are like an older paste. Nothing wrong with them. They're just like I've just had them for a while. So they kind of have like a little bit of a different consistency than like the brand new paste. They also dry faster. The new paste, they made it so that you can, kind of get through a project a little easier, especially if you're using multiple colors. I probably shouldn't do that over the surface since I could feel splashes right onto me. All right. So we'll do like the dots, the arrows. Maybe, you know what? I have to make sure that I don't do this part up here. I feel like I'm gonna forget. It's like one of those days. I'm just gonna put a piece of tape over that just so I don't keep going and forget. Because I can definitely see that happening today. Okay, and I'm gonna try to kind of work quickly, and I'm gonna start at the bottom so that as I go, I can peel it up. And actually, there's some words at the bottom. The person's name, oh my God, who said the quote? Who created the quote? Whatever you want to call it. And I am not even going to attempt to say their name. And we're just going to take off the extra. And kind of get rid of some of those lines. Okay, and now we'll do these little dots. And then we'll kind of keep peeling up as we go. I think I'll do the word direction and then peel it up. Oh, come on. Let's see. Little spot doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, actually, you know what? I can see it's kind of starting to dry. So we'll just kind of peel this back a little and give it a second. Oh, I thought that was a mistake. It's a little accent mark. Okay, and now we just want to make sure we kind of, just where we're going to chalk again, push down. And then just like let go of it. So what it's doing is it peeled it up from the paste on the board, but it's kind of just like hovering above it. And you definitely don't want to press down there. So now we can kind of not feel like a crazy person racing here. Let me just kind of make sure that edge is good. And you know what? To work this color in, I might do these hearts. Yeah, I'll do those hearts right there, just so that, because they'll be in our the little banner we make for the top. We go this way. I don't know why I like that noise. It's like I don't know, weird. Some people may think it's an annoying noise. It kind of makes me think of like corduroy pants. I don't know. They probably don't make corduroy pants anymore. Or who knows, it's probably back in style. You know, like elementary school, I had corduroy pants. And it would make the little like zip when you walked. All right, so look at that. And got this one. I just don't want to go too far because I don't want this to start to dry. Really? No, that was way too much. Okay, so we'll put that to the side. And after I do this arrow, we're going to just pull up the transfer again. And there's a dog hair right there. Really? Seriously. Let me just grab this. I always say too, the good thing with this is there's a lot of like the writing will be like distressed looking. So if you make a little mistake, it's okay. Okay, I'll take a breath. So now we want to make sure we push this back down where, and I'm not like flipping you off, just, you know. And I'm going to use this. Okay, so this one, I probably should have looked at this before I opened it. This one you can see is a little, needs help. Probably not so good. It's still going to work though. It's just another, oh no. Yep, it's old. You could tell by the, because now, like, I don't know, in the last like year or so when I open them, I usually put like, I write on the label. So, and I'm just because that one is definitely really on the dry side. Ooh, shoot. I'm going to just peel that up. So normally you could go a little bit more than that, but I just because that paste was kind of dry when I was using it, I didn't want to chance messing it up. Okay. So I'm trying to keep this, oh my gosh, just like the white from hitting this little banner up here. So if we were doing this all one color, we would have been done already. Because I want to try to put pink around it. It's like a zip, zip, zip. I always say, like, I wish, like, you know, Facebook and YouTube and all that would allow you to just have music playing. It's not like I'm making like millions of dollars doing this. And, you know, I'm getting the help of all the music playing. And I just gonna peel that up too. So I'm just doing the same thing from the other side. Just to buy us a little bit more time. And now I just want to make sure that I just press this down here. So thanks for watching tonight. And anyone who watches in the future. It's like, I feel like that's how most of the people see the videos. Unless you're on my YouTube channel, because I only have like, I think like 11 subscribers. So like nobody. I don't know how to like make YouTube work for me. But I look at it like it's another place for the videos to be. So if like, I don't know, Facebook ever said, you know, like, hey, give us money if you want to be on Facebook. You know, at least I'd still have my videos. I mean, even though I guess like when you put them on somewhere like that, it's not really, it kind of doesn't belong to you anymore. Okay, this is tedious. Now I'm like rethinking doing this border. Oh my God. Okay. Just like speed it along here. It'll be worth it in the end though. You know what? I want to do those, I guess, in pink too. So that's like, you know, the neat thing about this. You can do like whatever color you want. They don't make the color you like. You can mix colors and make your own. I'll tell you, I just had some like old jars. I have no idea like sometimes why I save things, but I cleaned out the jars and like they're the little old style containers like this. And like, so now like when I mix colors, I can save them and I don't have to, you know, because there's always like a bunch left over. Because you always want to make sure that you know, make enough. And if you make too much, you don't have to like throw it away. And that's good that I put the tape here. Because in my head, I was like, oh, I could do these big hearts up here, do them the other color. It's like, no. Okay. I feel like I've just been like holding my breath the whole time. All right. Get that off. And see, now we have the whole thing. So down here, sometimes the fine writing in the transfers doesn't come out like perfectly, but I've noticed that sometimes after you've washed your transfer like a few times, it'll come out better. So it must be like I don't know, like residue like left in there. Okay, before I go and screw this up, let's get this out of the way. I'm just gonna set it next to me and hopefully not knock it over or anything else. Okay. So I want to just stick this back on here, but we still want to use the top. So we're just gonna do this so we're not fighting with it sticking to the table. We don't need our tape anymore. My little reminders. Okay, so I have these little banner pieces that I cut them smaller so that I could use them. Let me just clean up a little as I talk. They are little like chalkboard, I don't know, it's paper like from the scrapbooking area. They're just like little chalkboard pieces. I'm kind of thinking, no, I guess we should use that color. I was thinking maybe we'd do the white, but I don't know. I guess I'm trying to look at it as it starts to dry to see how well this color shows up on the chalkboard surface. So yeah, so what I did was, as you can see, like these have a hole right in the middle. So what I did, I just cut the top off with a little paper trimmer, and then I put new holes in. So that way we can string them together. Because otherwise, if I hung them like this, they would look, I don't know, they would look weird. So now we're just going to use the words across there. It's like, try not to cough, try not to sniffle. Like, I just want all this to go away. It's so annoying. And I just, it's like I don't feel sick anymore, but it's just like drives me nuts. Okay. So I'm just going to like try to line this up the best I can. And I'm using like this part to kind of get it to be, I don't know, approximately the middle. I'm not measuring anything. And I'm just going to go like that and make sure that it's straight, because it's going to look really obvious because it's an L. It's crooked. All right, so I'm just going to press that down. I'm just going to hold it up to light, and you guys can't like see me really do that, but and that because I can, you can see through the transfer. So I'm going to just hold on to this and just do this one letter. And we'll just peel that off. So there's the L. And hopefully I can line this one up just as good. This is like super awkward. So again, I'm just kind of lining up and then just crossing my fingers that it looks kind of in the middle. I don't know. I should have like tested this out first. Like I could have made a mark or something where to put it. All right, I'm just gonna see if that's in the middle. And it's crooked. Actually, you know what? Holding it up like this, where you guys can't see what I'm doing, is definitely the easy way to tell. So I'm just using the light and looking through. And I'm not going to say that it's, perfectly centered or anything, but I think it's pretty good. It's good enough for me. I mean, if you wanted to get really fancy, if you had like, I don't know, like I've seen people have like light tables and all that, but I think it looks good. Like I'm just like all over the table with this. I guess you can kind of use the other letters to see too. It's just I don't know how far down to put it. So I'm trying to kind of keep like at the point, keep it consistent. I don't know why this one looks crooked, but I guess it's okay. Sorry, I'm saying I don't care, but then I'm being a little crazy. When I first started doing Club Couture, I can remember my very first live. I did the vintage truck, which that is another one we're gonna bring out soon. I haven't used it in forever. And before I went live, first of all, I was so nervous. I don't know. I think I'm not gonna lie, had some Tito's just off camera to help me get through the live. And I was so nervous. But anyway, I measured everything, and I had like measurement lines on my transfers and measurement lines on the like on the piece of wood that I was, working on. I was just like, I don't know. I was like a crazy person. Okay, so same thing. I'm just kind of, I don't know if I can, well, I guess I can see it like this. So I'm kind of like just estimating it in the middle, trying to make sure that space isn't too different between them, just so it doesn't look, Come on, almost in the middle. Okay. Yeah, so I was like, I don't know. I guess it depends on the project. And if I don't know. If I'm making it, I don't want to say if I'm making it for myself or, I don't know. I feel like if I'm making it for somebody else, definitely if I'm making it as like a gift or for sale or something for somebody else, I get a little crazy. Because I have another sign that I did that was a custom order for our vet. It like took me forever because I measured everything like a million times, and then I had all separate letters that I was putting together. So I literally like did the whole thing multiple times because I did it on paper, and then I put the paper on the. Oh my gosh, I was so crazy. Okay. So we have that out of the way. So there's our little banner. So we'll just let that dry. And we're not going to completely let it dry because we don't have time for that. We'll just be careful. And you could see this color when I do like the sped up videos. I love using like this or like the candy apple red. Because if you notice, like as it dries, it just like it changes like that. Yeah, you can see it. And it just looks cool. It's like it happens right before your eyes. Okay, so I'm just gonna use some of this embroidery floss that who knows why I ever bought it, but I have it in like every color. Bought the whole package. Because buying craft supplies is, you just do it. So I'm just gonna be kind of careful because obviously this is wet. I had a pattern all set out and now I'm like trying to think. I guess that's not really the same color. So this is another thing, actually, my foil over here. The reason why I use the foil like this with beads, because if you crinkle it up, it makes it so the foil kind of stops the round beads from like rolling all over the place. So let's see. We'll start with, you know what? We'll start with, where is, I have like 10 rolls of tape here, but I'm looking for like one that's open. I don't know. I'll just open another one. Of course, right? Let's see. What is this? Hold on one second. Oh, I'm like, wait, I'm not commenting, so Jeff is commenting. Okay. So, and now as soon as I finish the live, I'll find a piece of tape. So this is like a little trick for like if you have to thread something. So think of like your sneaker laces have that little thing on there. It has a name. I don't remember what it is though. So you just kind of, I mean, I guess you could get like a needle and all that too, but not everybody has stuff like that laying around. Okay, so just kind of pull it tight on there. You could use Scotch tape too, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna cut off a little bit of it because we don't need all that, it's just gonna get in the way. And then I just cut the end. So now And we're not even going to worry about trying to get that off of there either. We'll just cut it off. Okay, so pretty sure I counted the beads right. That would really suck if I didn't. Okay, so we're going to do one of those. Great. Hold on. Let's just make sure. Okay. And that was it. Okay. I'm like pretty sure I did. I had a couple of little patterns that I did. Oh, this bead isn't. Shoot. Well, shoot. Hold on. Hold that thought. I didn't think about the fact that the bigger bead. Okay. See? I screw up so that if you do a project like this, you can easily fix it. Okay, let's try that again. Oh my gosh, we're at a half an hour. I've been trying really hard to keep my videos shorter. You know, I will post a sped up version, so if you can't take it, I understand. But hey, if you're watching and you like it, or Jack always laughs when I say this, or don't like it, share it. You might have a friend who might like it, right? Okay, so after all that, that's our pattern. So I don't want my string to go across here, so I'm going to go with my fancy, super fancy tape needle. I'm going to go in from there. So too bad this isn't like the, when they do those, the magic of television. Okay, we'll just kind of not go too far with that. Some projects I can have, parts of it ready. Like this. Obviously I didn't paint the beads and stuff because we'd be here till 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock tonight. By 11 o'clock, who knows, I might be just painting my fingers or something and not the beads. Hopefully the string is long enough. If it's not, that's okay. I'll just fake it and then fix it. Delayed reaction. I don't know if you could hear him, but he's laughing at me. My phone hasn't died yet. That's good. Okay. See, now I know what I'm doing. Now that this is a little kid activity, doing the lacing in the books or whatever. I don't know. I don't think I ever did that. Okay, so this is a pinch too short, I think, but that's all right. I'll do it off camera so that people have to go to bed so they could go to work. I have to have my tea and my dessert. Oh, the tape is giving up on me here. There we go. Okay, so you get the idea. And then it's not long enough, but I'm just gonna tie another piece of string to that because I'm not gonna undo that. All right, so now let's get our board, which is all nice and dry. Ooh, now you can really see what I'm talking about the letters. If you look at the V, you can see how it's a different color. So, we might have to I might have to take away some of these beads because it doesn't really fit. I measured it. Sure. Okay, so that is the project. Maybe it's a little. Oh, actually, no, I think it's okay. I was thinking it was a little too spread out, but when I look at it on the camera, it's okay. So yeah, so we didn't put the top part on up here. That was part of the transfer because we put it separate and then just alternated some colors. Again, this stuff, it's just scrapbooking paper. And again, we'll have that rest of the beads there. But that is it. I will finish this up, you know, fix my little mistake there, and I'll post the project in the comments so you can check it out. So thank you so much for watching and watching me fumble through. All right, have a great night.